Who's your favorite comedians
of all time?
Yeah, give me a couple. As the comedian in this room.
Don Rickles, Patrice O'Neal.
They always say like all the real comedians love Patrice, and if you hated Patrice, you probably weren't that funny.
The best comedians that I've seen going, Greer Barnes is unbelievable.
I've heard of him, but I'm not familiar with him. Black guy?
Yeah, Greer Barnes is unreal.
Gotta check him out.
I used to, when I first cut my teeth, the first club that ever passed me, that ever made me a quote-unquote professional comic was Dangerfield's. It doesn't exist anymore. And I was the Sunday host at Dangerfield for a year. And Greer Barnes would be like unfollowable. Like everybody, like Greer would like drop in and go up. The people, like normally there's a fight, like I want to go up next. Let me go up next. Let me get 5 minutes. And then Greer would go up and everyone's like, you can go. You can go. Like nobody wanted to go up after Greer. It was stupid.
I know
he had the funniest thing that I ever heard. I've told you this a lot, just so you can hear the story. There was a kid from Long Island. He's a good kid. I don't know if he does comedy anymore. He was like a charming guy. He wasn't really a great comic. And he goes up to Dangerfield's room full of like 250 people, and he kind of eats shit, right? So there's like this long bar where all the comics hang out, waiting to go back up, and he's going like speaking really loudly, like tough room out there tonight, huh? Like whoo, like like going up and down, just looking for anybody, like put their arm around him, and then it's not happening, and. And like one guy, I think it was JP Justice, goes like, I don't know, sounds like they're laughing at me. And then so he moves on to the next guy, like tough room. And then finally gets like Greer sitting at the end of the bar, like just looking down at his drink, minding his own business. And the kid goes, hey man, did you hear my set, man? What'd you think? Was it any good? And without even looking up from his like, I think it was a whiskey or whatever, without even looking up, he goes, young homie, if you got to ask, you already know. That was it. That was it. And you know what, though? I'm sitting there listening over on the side, and that was the last time I ever asked if it was a hot room or not. That was it. If you got to ask, you already know. Shane Gillis is...
I was just about to... That was the one I was about to say. I saw him at Stress Factory. Yeah. We drank some beers together after. Really cool guy. Really funny guy.
Yeah, he refused to help me to workshop some jokes with me and didn't want to be in any of my sketches. So, but I still a really, really, really remarkably funny guy. Nate Bargatze's amazing. Mark Norman's
I've heard a lot of good things about Nate
Bargatze's amazing. Mark Norman's unreal joke writer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very funny. I did skanks with him a few times.
Brian Callen live is something that needs to be seen.
Yeah.
People don't respect Brian Callen for the comedian. If you ever want to be a comedian, go watch Brian Callen live. It's a masterclass in how to be a comedian. In the writing, in the presentation, in the usage of the stage, in the pantomimes, in the callbacks. The guy is like a technically perfect comedian. He's like the Bret
He's a cool
Hart.
motherfucker too.
Great dude.
Yeah.
Great dude. Awesome guy. Love Brian Callen. Yeah. But yeah, Patrice, Greer, Brian Callen. There's some good ones out there right now.
Yeah.
For sure.